Oh my god, guys, what a day in the Overwatch League yesterday was. Wow, fabulous games. I am super impressed, especially with the Shanghai Dragons. They showed signs of life, guys, and it wasn't even against a weak team. Guys, they performed against Seoul Dynasty, the best team in the Overwatch League. We're going to get into that game. And also, that LA versus LA showdown, the battle of the century, Valiant versus Gladiators. What a game. What a comeback by the Valiant. We're going to get into that game as well. Holy crap, it was an amazing day. The Overwatch League just keeps getting better and better. I don't know about you guys, but I am just super hyped, bro. The viewers are staying consistent in the league as well. We're constantly hitting 100K plus, which is amazing. Sure, there were lows at like 80 or 90K during the day, but still, that's incredible, guys. If we can hit 90K plus consistent viewers for the rest of the season, I am perfectly happy and fine with that. And for the playoffs, we'll definitely peak way higher than that. So I think the league is going amazingly. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the league so far. And be sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel. We got Overwatch League content daily for you guys. Now let's just hop right into the games from yesterday. First, starting out with the London Spitfire and the San Francisco Shock. I don't want to get too much into this game. It was kind of a stomp, wasn't really too exciting to watch. San Francisco did end up picking up a map, which was Koth, but other than that, I mean, they kind of just got rolled. There was that moment where Prophet did flip off the camera. Apparently, according to Stylosa, Unit Lost Gaming, Prophet was doing this in response to the guys in the dugout. So, like the coaches and the other players on the London Spitfire who are listening and talking to them through their headsets. I guess he didn't know that, you know, the player cameras were live and we can see them. So, I don't know if this is true or not. I would assume it is, since Stylosa is part of the London Spitfire. So basically there's that and that little drama with Prophet. Again, the set wasn't really that close. It was just a rollover for the London Spitfire. Easy win, 3-1. And moving on to the next set, we had the Seoul Dynasty taking on the Shanghai Dragons, which honestly at first I didn't even really pay much attention to. I was more focused on some other things. I had it open on the side and I was briefly watching it. And then I noticed on Numbani, they were actually holding Seoul Dynasty into overtime, and I was like, whoa, wait a second, what's going on here? So I busted the stream open on my main monitor and started watching, and guys, they were literally so close to winning the set. Starting off with that first map on Numbani, they were literally one team fight away from winning it, and they were ahead in this team fight. Let's go ahead and watch this together. I want to analyze it a little bit and just talk about how Shanghai could have won this and just show how close they were actually to winning this map. Alright, so let's look at this team fight from an ultimate perspective at first. Shanghai Dragons do slightly have the advantage just because they're going to build their Valk a little bit faster than Seoul Dynasty. Yes, Seoul Dynasty will get their Valk in this fight, but Shanghai Dragons do have the advantage of getting it first. So because of this, they should look to make early aggressive plays, which also fits very well with having a Pulse Bomb, which is really good at initiating team fights. So Daya can easily come in, drop a Pulse Bomb on one of the tanks, they pop their Valk, go really aggressive with their tanks, and just look to take out either the backline. If they know that he has Blade, they can look to take out Weakhead. And if they know that Mercy's soon coming up on a Valk, they can look to take her out quickly. And what we're going to see the Shanghai Dragons tanks do here isn't the play. As you can see right now, Zushu's playing on the cart along with Roshan. Instead of playing on the cart here and just taking damage, they need to be looking for that aggressive play. They should have either been up top here, and as soon as they saw them come through the choke down here, they should have rushed in, or they could have played up top and went for a flank on the back line and had Daya aggress forward with a Tracer Bomb. So in reality, their supports and DPS players needed to be right here where the tanks are, and the tanks needed to be positioned up further. They needed to control the pace on this fight. And as you can see, they didn't, and they end up having to fall back. Zushu's really low, but what does happen here is Seoul Dynasty, as you can see, they're pretty much full health, but Zephyr gets baited in trying to finish him off, and he loses his mech. So the tanks of Seoul Dynasty end up over-aggressing. So after all, it's not actually that bad. They end up getting the first 2 picks, but because they were focusing tanks down early, Toby easily built that Valk up, and now he's going to pop it. So the first 2 picks are in Shanghai's favor right here. They need to look to aggress right here and take out Seoul Dynasty as soon as possible. But they're not able to because Toby does pick up that Valk here. And he instantly reses their 2 tanks. And as you can see on the side of Shanghai Dragons, Altering doesn't really get off a good Valk here. He doesn't get any early reses off. So the 2 tanks die here. And All Train doesn't get a res off till now. And the rest of his team is just dead. And I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it there. Like I said, Shanghai needed to look for an aggressive early play there because they had that Valk advantage early on. Now, I'm not sure if they 100% knew the exact charge of Seoul Dynasty's Valk, but in general, you want to be the one to make the first move there when you're defending. You have the high ground, you can have good flanks. They could have easily sat Tracer in right here. They could have easily had a tank up here, and then D.Va could have easily flanked on the backside. And they all could have converged right here with the Tracer bomb, rockets, and everything. And then they could have popped Valk at the same time. Their Valk was too late. Even though they didn't go for that advantage early on, like I'm saying here, they still ended up with an advantage, but they didn't capitalize on it. And the reason it did not work is because they let Toby build up that Valk, and he got way too much value out of it, while All Train didn't get any out of his because they were on the back foot, and Seoul Dynasty was the ones aggressing. So that's it for a little analysis on this map. For the rest of the maps, Anubis wasn't really that close. Surprisingly, Shanghai Dragons were able to pick up a round on Oasis. They looked very dominant, taking, I think it was 100 to 39 on the first round. And after that, it was sort of close. The last round was a complete whitewash, and they lost Oasis 2-1. But they still put up a great fight. And on Dorado, wow, they were really impressive. They had a really insane 5-minute hold on the second point of Dorado, which any team holding another team for 5 minutes on second point of Dorado is just straight up impressive. And seeing the Shanghai Dragons do it to the Seoul Dynasty, the best team in the Overwatch League, wow, you know, you got to give them props for that. They really showed up in this set. So if that new Bonnie game would have went in the way of Shanghai Dragons, we would have seen a Game 5. We would have seen a Li Zhang map to decide the tiebreaker. And who knows, man? Shanghai looked decent on Oasis. They got around, so you never know. They could have won this set. It was very close. Anubis was the only map that was one-sided, and the Shanghai Dragons seem to be on the right track. If they keep improving at this rate, they're going to be a pretty good team in this league. They can start taking games off San Francisco, Boston, Philly. I mean, any team. So kudos to Shanghai Dragons. It was really awesome to see them put on a great performance against one of the best teams in the league. I'm really excited to see what they can do against some other teams. Their next match is at 6 o'clock on Friday against the Philadelphia Fusion. And that's basically it for that set. It was really fun to watch. Now let's talk about this LA versus LA game. Just what a game that was. It was an incredible set. I think it's the start of what's going to be an awesome rivalry between the two LA teams, battling for the title of the best team in the city. And the LA Gladiators ended up getting a taste of their own medicine because the Valiant just wouldn't go away. They came back with that awesome reverse sweep. I didn't see it coming. Once I saw the LA Gladiators up 2-0, I was like, man, this might be a 4-0 or a 3-1 at least. And in our prediction video this week, I called that it was going to go to a Game 5, and boy, did it go to a Game 5 in one of the most spectacular ways. Starting off with the two maps, you know, they were kind of close, but the LA Gladiators clearly looked like the better team, and it looked like they had a lot of nice strategies planned, especially on Lunar Horizon Colony, where they took the first point by just walking onto it and playing together as a team in the back, and they ended up just forcing the LA Valiant to make a move, thus giving the positional advantage away to the Gladiators, and they ended up just taking it for free. And then the Gladiators also first held them on their defense for Lunar Horizon Colony. So in general, they went up 2-0 looking like the much better team. And like I said, once they were up 2-0, I was like, man, the Gladiators are probably going to take this. But once we did get to Ilios, the Valiant swapped in Silk Thread. After looking really strong in the beginning of the league, he had a rough couple of games last week, but he showed up on that Pharah today, and he helped start what was an incredible comeback by the Valiant. It wasn't easy though, because on Ilios, the Gladiators still had an extremely close opportunity. It wasn't easy though, because on Ilios, the Gladiators still had a chance to win this map. It was very close. It was 1-1, and the last round went down to 99-99. So the LA Gladiators were literally one team fight on Koth to closing this set out, but Valiant did come in clutch. And then moving on to Junkertown, wow, what an exciting map, back and forth. It looked like the Valiant were about to hold the Gladiators on first point, and then out of nowhere, they just started steamrolling on attack, and they capped last in spectacular fashion on a last team fight. Bishu came in with a clutch D.Va ult, Hydration popped off with the Dragon Blade. Then Valiant came firing back. They had a nice attack with 53 seconds more than the Gladiators going into overtime. But in OT, Valiant ended up taking the win. It was a little easy for them. Gladiators weren't able to get the ball rolling, and the Valiant kind of took it with ease in overtime. And this led us into the Game 5, Lijiang, guys. What a map it was. Oh my god. Maybe the map so far of the entire league. Jesus, it was so close. It looked like Valiant were going to break away with it as they had a 99-0 lead in the first round. Then the Gladiators came back, tied it up 99-99. Then Valiant came in. They won that round. Then on Control Center, the Valiant went up 99-0 again. Then the Gladiators came back. They took it to 99-99. And the Gladiators won Control Center, which led to the one map on Lijiang Tower to decide who would win this series. Oh, it was so crazy. I was on the edge of my seat. Dude, you could see in the crowd when the LA Valiant won the first round, the Valiant fans went nuts, man. They got out of their chairs. They were jumping up, freaking out. And then when the Gladiators won their round, they were up in the air. They were jumping, screaming, man. All these fans were so passionate. Everybody was into this game. It was awesome, dude. And, oh, man, the last round was incredible, too. Although it wasn't another 99-99, it was crazy. The last fight kept going on. The Gladiators kept staggering in, and they kept getting a pick. It looked like maybe they could turn it. Who knows? Oh, gosh. What a game this was, guys. And as you guys know, LA Valiant took it. Reverse sweep. What an epic day. I was so excited watching these games. I'm proud of both these teams. They went back and forth. They delivered what the fans want. And wow. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed these games, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. We had a viewing party last night for these games. Everybody was going nuts on the Discord. It was awesome. We have a great community, and we're going to be having another viewing party tomorrow for the New York versus Seoul game, so be sure to join in. It's going to be lit. I'll see you guys later. Peace.